Okay, yeah, we are gonna go from this thing. Okay. So I haven't actually seen. I've seen like some tiny peaks of the things in the last 3 days, but I've kept myself pretty well, safe from the spoilers. So yeah, in this post we'll compile all the Legion's teasers as they're posted. So okay, this is cool. So we have, well, this we already went through. This we already saw. This I have not seen. Other trust in your defense unleashes ultimate potential. Cleansing blows. Chance to block attack and spell damage is doubled. You take 50% of damage from blocked hits. Wait, that's just the keystone with 0 downsides? I mean, obviously this jewel itself might end up having downsides, and it might be a downside that it's only limited to this amount of nodes. And yada yada yada. You take 50% damage from blocked hits. I don't think that's a downside, personally. I honestly, I mean, sure. I guess it depends. Okay, it depends. It depends on the build. If you're playing a clad that like if you're playing a build that gets into max block easily, obviously this is not good, and for that's at the downside. But someone that doesn't invest into block at all, and by this gets to like 70% or something like that, that's, I would say that's not a downside. That's a really consistent damage mitigation. And obviously it loses jewel shot and all that, but that seems pretty damn nice. Also, this doesn't look like it's changing any of these. I think all of these are the same, right? Also, wait, no, wait. It, wait, these are, oh yeah, that's yeah, these are all the same. So I guess without knowing anything else so far, the guess that I had about how the jewel interacts with the specific nodes might be true. Where I said like each of the number determines how it changes the whatever it's affecting, because it's not affecting any of the. I mean, at least it doesn't look like it's affecting this, because all of these are the same. Like the icons are the same. Yeah, it's a different jewel. It's this is like orange, right? Instead of red. So I guess we don't know what it does yet, obviously. Or I don't, at least at this point. But yeah, like there's the like this, right? So this is the wall, right? And then we have yellow. I think that's probably gonna have like green border. This is the one that we have now, which is I think is Karui, right? And then oh yeah, did we all know? Did we know all of them? There's wall. I think I know there's a Templar. This is Karui. Anything else? I guess Marraketh probably. Or in the Karui be the Jade. I don't know. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Let's go next one. Here's an early look at the new version of Pledge of Hands. Okay, that's the same. So good at gems are supported by level 30 Crater Spell Echo. And they buffed the mana and spell damage, right? I think that's more than it used to have. Hey, Valor. Good. Going over all the news. No, wait, no. These are unchanged. Unless there's a different roll here. I always remember this being 50%. But yeah, instead of Spell Echo, now it's Greater Spell Bow. Greater Spell Echo causes supported spells to repeat twice, but has no cast speed modifier. Repeats, deal more spell damage, and have increased AoE. Huh. So basically, instead of having 2 users of the skill, now it gives 3, but you lose the cast speed, and you get a bunch of AoE and more spell damage. Huh. That's pretty bog. It's actually pretty good. I guess it would be nice to know how much more spell damage and what kind of AoE, like how much AoE, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. You can see creatures without getting your hands dirty. Buried treasure. Yo, solo fight Scarab. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Please. Please don't make this card specific to something as rare as incursion temple mobs or shit like that, like the annulment orb thing. Like, make this actually farmable, and this is fucking bog. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That is freaking amazing. Places it could drop, well, basically all of the like mine type, like could be like quarry, it could be. I mean, I don't know. This looks like incursion to me, like the art here. Well, either way, if this is actually in a farmable map, that's gonna be freaking amazing, and I might just build my adults around it. It has more quality of life feature. Rage is now tracked over the mana globe. Oh, cool. Can we also get shit like overleech on top of your life pool, so it shows like how long the overleech is going? That would be cool. Instead of, you just have the leech and then suddenly fucking it's gone. That would be kind of cool. The daring may enjoy a dance with the dead. Dance with the dead. Dance with the dead can't use helmets. Your critical strike chance is lucky. Okay, so it's basically gives you diamond flat. Your damage with critical strikes is lucky. Whoa. Okay. Enemies damage with critical strikes against you is lucky. Oh, okay. So you have to build around against that. I mean, that's not necessarily a very hard thing. Not having a helm is a massive downside. Oh my god. Imagine taking that. Like, think about people playing softcore who want damage, right? You wouldn't use this because you can use a diamond flask. There's other ways to get lucky on your crit chance. You can like literally have it as a, I think, was it a belt mod through betrayal, something like that. And you can't fucking use Abyssus with this, and then you lose out on all of the helm enchants and all that. Also, this is now yellow. Yeah, there's the red, there's the orange, there's the yellow. Yeah, makes sense. All of the icons are still the same. I wonder what it does to them. Okay, so your damage with critical strike is lucky. Can be basically no damage increase into a very high damage increase based on the range of your damage values. Like okay, so the closer your fuck, I don't remember the exact math on this, but isn't it basically so if you have a very low minimum damage, and then well basically the bigger the uh gap between your minimum damage and your maximum damage is, the better this is. And this can be like 30% more damage or something like that, at least on a like on a lightning based builds that have a very high variance. Yeah, this is good for lightning. It rolls twice and picks the highest. Yeah, but saying that is not the same as actually mathing out on how much more damage you average out. That's interesting. I think the downside is probably too much. I'm not expecting this to see much use because the downside is fucking insane. Okay. And yeah, we already have Perkul Stove for lightning damage. But that's only for supports, though. Yeah. Either way, I'm not expecting to see a lot of use on this. It's pretty strong in softcore, dude. You can use the Diamond Flask or get a crit strike like the lucky crit strikes elsewhere, and then you use Abysses. I mean, I guess for melee. I mean, it's a melee league, so you just use Abysses instead of this, and then you can have an enchant on it and shit like that. The Abysses is way more damage than this is. Melee. Hey, shh. People are gonna play. Check out the new version of Honor Home. Oh, yo. This is before I look at this. This is such an underrated helm. This is like a mini gold rim. It also gives some nice damage. Let's see what this has. +2 level of socketed gems. Is that the only thing they added to this? Only. Whoa, that's like actually insane. Oh, it doesn't have resistances anymore. Okay, so here's the old one. The old one has up to 20 resistances, resistance on low life, some reduced mana costs. Reduced mana cost is there. They gave it rarity. Okay. And they gave it a bit of armor and energy shield. Okay, I see. I mean, what's the point of Gale Frist now? What's the point of this helm now? Oh, it's also for spells. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, I didn't notice that. That's pretty good. What is the point of this? Oh yeah, the mana cost is permanent now. I mean, I guess it had some resistance, but that's a really that's basically that's basically like a better tabula. Fuck using tabula when you can get +2 level. I'm for spell leveling, and you get reduced mana cost too. Then you can use the movement speed chest instead. You don't need a tabula anymore. I mean, well, you didn't really need it anyways for damage. That's pretty fucking good. I am personally gonna use this over tabula on every single Blackcaster leveling. I think that's pretty bock. It's only level 12 too. Yeah, really nice. And you can corrupt this for some good shit as well. Ooh, okay. Empowered by the divine, you fear no weapon of man. Now we got the green. Power of Purpose. 80% of maximum mana is converted to twice that much armor. Well, I know Xeno is fapping this right now. Oh well, whenever it was first revealed. I mean, I guess that's not a like a bad node for something like Soul Taker or anything that doesn't have a high mana cost and you can sustain your mana through leads very easily. And if you're using percentage auras, like you use percentage auras, so it doesn't really matter as long as you can cast like one sword twice or something like that. But I still don't really see much use on this. Like I'm just trying to think of what you would use. Like the thing is, like you can say, okay, that's gonna build. That's a lot of that's bunch of armor, right? But you can only have one of these jewels at a time, right? So if only, I mean that's base armor. It gets scaled up by all of the percentages. Well, I really don't see much use for this. To me, that has no downside. The downside is that you can't use a better jewel somewhere else. That's the real downside. Like if you look at this node in a vacuum, it doesn't. It's not like complete garbo, but we don't know all of the other good shit we might get from the other jewels in other places. So I think the real downside of this is potentially other things. It's also 3 skill points for the yeah. Yeah, it's 3 skill points as well to get this. And most likely if you take this, you would also want to take these. Because these are changed, right? These are not the same as they are right now. But like we can't yeah, these are different. We can't look at the things in a vacuum. We have to consider the opportunity cost they have. Right, so it's hard to say. But yeah, this can give you like 10k mana, 10k armor easily. But yeah, I'm not expecting to see much use of this unless there's gonna be a rework of armor, how armor works. But there might be like this armor buff in disguise that we don't know about yet. And then we don't know all of the other shit it does to your like these. Like all of this will oh, there's also another keystone that it's not shown on the screenshot, right? Like if you look at the screenshot, they are like showcasing very little. But it's also affecting the iron grip. So dude, we don't know. They might be G-baiting us with that, but it gives something crazy here. Yeah, we'll see. Here's the new version of the Sorrow of the Divine. Oh yeah, so this is I knew that there was a rework for this, but I don't know what they have done to this. Oh, fancy showing the alt, like the thing. Okay, so basic. Oh yeah, okay. So life recovery from Flask also applies to energy shield during Flask effects. Oh, okay, now I understand. Life Flask effects are still removed on full life. I mean, that's really strong for hybrid. But then again, I mean, yeah, that is really good for hybrid. And for EB, MOM, I guess. Because then your life flask is basically also a mana flask. I'm just wait. Can you still use instant life flasks? No, you can't use instant life flasks on CI, right? Like you can use instant life flasks if they have a dispel, if they have like dispel ignite or like immunity ignite or bleed removal or something like that. Can you actually... Do you actually benefit from the life recovery from the flask, or does the way this is worded doesn't mean that the healing portion is immediately cancelled? I don't think this here actually tells us if you can use this with CI. I don't think this explains it, or like confirms it either way. Because you can use life flasks when you are at full HP if they have like removals of, like, you know, ignite, free speed and whatnot. I'm just wondering, will the effect of the life flask itself apply? Do we have a confirmation on this from like Mark or something like that? But my guess is that you can't use this with CI. That's my guess. But I don't think this answers. I don't think this clarifies it. Imagine using 3 flasks for that. I mean, I can see it being... I can see this being... If that works for CI, I can see this being really nice for people who haven't played CI builds before. I think the flask will end when you reach full ES, not life. No, this literally says life flask. Like, life flask effects are still removed on full life. This doesn't change into ES. No, this also means this means on full life. So let's say that you're a hybrid and you use a like a catalyzed or something like a non-instant life flask. And the moment your life hits full, while you still have ES, it will cancel out the effect from the ES as well. Okay, so this implies bleed immunity won't stick around. Yeah, I think yeah, that would make the most sense. This just basically means that you won't have a permanent like, let's say that you have a life flask that is a long duration and you have bleed immune or curse immune or something like that. You can't use that to have a long duration for it, like the whole duration of the flask. But yeah, I feel like either we need to test this or we need a clarification from GDG about this. If it's already been answered somewhere, can I get a link, like a source for it? But this here doesn't explain it. Wording is extremely important in this game. But you have a life flask effects from life flasks when you are at full HP if they have something like a bleed immune or removal. But that doesn't happen if you have like a fuck, can you use a seething life flask at full HP if it doesn't have a removal? Not immune. I actually don't remember. I know life over time flasks don't work. I don't remember if seethings do. Because I've never been in a situation where I don't have a life flask that doesn't have like some kind of removal. So I actually don't remember. Oh, that is definitely interesting for the hybrids and EPMO and builds though. So that's pretty great. In Path of Exile Legion, the weapon range is now visually represented correctly for attacks. I saw this like title, but I haven't actually seen the differences. Show me. Okay, that's pretty, yeah, low weapon range. Okay. Wow, that is a very big difference. Holy fuck. That is a very, very big difference. But I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Because it takes, well, at least right there, it was taking so much shit from, there's like, look how much it takes. Like, look how much screen space it takes. Like, it's fucking everything here is just like... What about the Ancestral Call? I don't know, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. I like how it's an HD here, but it's like, you know, it is. Okay, now I have the frequently asked questions. I think that's the last thing that I haven't seen then, so far. Yeah, visual clutter, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you, sir. Like, imagine like a fucking 1,000, well, not 1,000, but like a very, I wonder how high weapon range that is. But yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's good that there's a difference, I guess, but remains to be seen how good it actually is, or like how useful information. Prismatic eclipse with 3 seconds. I mean, 3 white socket. Yeah, somebody's gonna end up doing it. Okay. I am gonna go and fetch myself a cup of coffee, and then we'll read all of this. Let's see how much there is. Oh, there isn't that much here. Okay, I was totally expecting this to be longer. Okay. It's been almost a week since we announced POE Legion. We've enjoyed reading all the hype and speculation and noticed a few common questions popping up. You did, didn't you? We've decided to collect some of these and answer them in one handy place. Nice. When can we expect the changes to the map tab specifically help standard users? We expect to deploy these changes before 3.7. We don't have a specific date lined up, but we'll let you know when we do. So if you don't know what this is so that you can convert existing / old maps from like previous leaks to the new one. Because whenever the atlas changes, when the tiers change and everything like that, then kind of it messes up. So you can't add new maps to the existing map tab if it has like the old maps in there, because the tab has only like one version of the atlas there. So this is really good for the standard peeps. They've had this issue for a long time now, where they have to either you have to buy a new tab or you have to freaking remove every single map from your map tab before you can add new one. Yeah, that's really good. Do the new Legion jewels change the passive skills within the radius of the jewel on the passive tree, or just the keystone? I'm pretty... Wait. I mean, I guess it's good that they answered this, but that we literally know this from the... I guess I'm more frustrated towards the people asking this. If we like literally seeing the icons change on the skill trees with like the wall jewel, and then we saw different icons with some of the things. And here, like these are different. So yeah, I think that's also different. Yep. So I guess it's more than safe to assume that it does. In before, it's still strength. Actually doesn't do anything else. We're careful to tease these in a way that helps you understand their potential over time, but I can confirm that at least one of the Legion jewels does change every single path within the radius. Where can we see changes to some of the melee-based ascendancy classes? Also, we've seen a lot of non-melee reveals so far. Will we see some melee ones too? Hopefully soon. TM, just putting the finishing touches on them and then we will reveal. Are we getting like a big ass melee revamp balance manifest or something like that? Or are we just getting like screenshots of what they are? Either way, I want to see what they do to Slayer and to. I mean, I hope Slayer is getting some. We already know that something is happening to Gladiator. It's probably gonna get an addition, like as addition to its tendency trees, like all of the other things. Yeah, something to do with the blood and sand stuff, right? Anything else that I'd like to change? So obviously Berserker. I guess it's gonna be Berserker, Slayer, hopefully, and then Glad. I feel like Raider could use some level 2, I guess. Screenshot of the monitor with the JSON of the changes. Yeah, that's it. Are you making any balance change to two-hand weapons? Oh, I was worried about this in the previous videos when talking about it. There are buffs to added damage on weapons, improvements to many two-handed weapon passives, and some new mechanics are available that benefit more from the higher hit damage relative to the slow base attack time of two-handed weapons. I mean, basically, there will be changes, but we just have to wait and see what they actually are. Okay. I mean, well, okay. One of the changes is that they're buffing the weapons themselves. Okay. Alright then. This is div card with the merciless wall axis, Grey Gasm on the background. Just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. In before they're just adding 2 new IPD tiers so that the merciless is no longer the best. Oh god. Will we see Ziz go back to roots and just play Cyclone or like a league? Because when he started streaming and when we were pushing ladder with him, he played like fucking 7 or something Cyclone builds in a row. And when like his skill trees were literally take all of the life nodes. He was playing fucking blood magic Cyclone with just life node on the skill tree basically, and obviously the traveling damage nodes. It was fun times. It was fun times. He was just like, he was spinning around, tickling monsters, trying not to die, and then we were clearing the packs. It was fucking, that was good times. I want to go back to those times. It was fun. Those were fun times, dude. And then the him dying to, I think it was a Cyclone build where he died with the when his communication with Weasel was fucked up a bit, and then he got hit by the when Castle Ruins used to have the canyon bosses, and he got hit by the bleed, and then he just like. Yeah, I think it was called Village Ruins at the time too. Yeah, that was fucking good times, dude. Bring back those times. Will the changes to melee apply to monsters? Generally, yes. This prompted a lot of rebalance of early campaign areas. Monsters and bosses now single their damage better with slower wind-ups and do more damage when they hit. I wonder if this means that the bosses and monsters in the maps, like any game, that are the same, like based off the early act monsters, if they will also do more damage, because that will most likely mean that we are gonna see more one-shots. Slash quote unquote a one shot, but not actually a one shot, but it happened within 2 frames, so it's basically a one shot. gonna be interesting to see. I mean, I don't really have much against them making them do more damage if they are actually avoidable. But as we know, I have paint up. I don't. But as we know, in POE endgame, okay, when we're normally playing, you know, when we're normally playing, we're here, right? We're hitting there's a mob here, okay? This is a mob. Big bad mob. So we hit it. We just see like one animation of the hit, right? But when we go to maps, then what we start to see is like we have the cyclone animation here, and then we have some more shit here, and then there's a bit more stuff there, and then there's 5 different enemies like here from the off screen shooting at you with like that it's just I think the word here is gonna be visual which means that we don't actually see anything, so we can't actually dodge anything, and yeah, so us actually being able to like monsters having proper swings animations and whatever doesn't necessarily mean that we can actually dodge anything in maps, so that's why I think we're gonna see a lot more like one shots and whatnot. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, guys. Okay. Are you making any changes to armor? Oh. Not the core mechanic or base types, but there are some improvements to armor skills on the passive skill tree, and Molten Shell now directly rewards armor investment. In addition, the melee mobility improvements are a massive benefit to your defense. This actually doesn't have anything to do with armor, but okay. This is massive benefit to everyone, and like every type of melee, not armor based. This is like this. Literally, this sentence here, it doesn't have to even exist. This is like whatever. So basically, armor is still gonna be great against a bunch of small hits if you have a tiny some investment on it, and it's extremely hard to get a very high investment. Basically, you have to be a jug, or you have to take the new thing. Yeah. It's addition to the question. I mean, yeah, if it's like, are you making any changes to armor? And then, dot slash, improvements to melee survivability in general, then this would make sense. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, it is an addition. But to me, this more looks like, they're trying to, guys, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be good. Yeah. Will Winter Orb survive 3.7.0? Of course, Headhunter exists. What are you talking about? You just slap a Headhunter and a couple inspired learnings on the build and you're fine. You're fine. If you use those right. It has received balance adjust. Wait, why isn't this in italics? Adjustments to bring its power slightly closer to skills. The main change being that it fires less frequently when not channeling. Though there are other adjustments too. Okay. Alrighty then. I wonder what they are. My guess is that the AoE of the the explosion per projectile is going to be smaller, so it's going to be harder to overlap with multiple projectiles. That's my guess. But yeah. Winter is Trickster skill only now because you need the cast speed. Hey, you know what? It's basically that's literally the only Winter orb I've actually played. I've only played the Trickster Winter Orb. I played Winter Orb twice. I played it to 100 on PlayStation and then to 98.8 or something like that on PC on the same build. It, you know, tiny gear changes. Yeah. I don't mind. I can keep playing with Trickster. My guess is that they're gonna nerf it so that you need a very high. I mean, it's probably gonna be fine for clearing still, but I'm expecting the single target to go down a lot. I guess. We'll see. Can items be traded? No, wait. Actually, they have to nerf the clear, not the single target, because people are using it for clear, not single target. I mean, I guess you can use it for single target too, but I guess the clear is the main issue. So yeah, I mean, cast speed while not channeling is okay, makes sense. Can items be traded while they have incubators on them? Yes, incubators can be traded in all cases. Okay. To me, this sound. Wait, I wonder if you can remove the incubator from an item before it actually incubates and then sell the incubator that is like already almost completed. But to me, this sound. You know what this reminds me of? People sell back in the day in Diablo 2, people selling like these craft packs where they sold you a bunch of jewels, amulets, and then all the mats to actually do the craft yourself. And then hopefully some incubators actually altering the items themselves. And then people just sell you the item with the incubator and just like, put it on and go and finish it. Like, dude, double corruption incubator would be great. That would be interesting to see. There's so much interesting stuff they could do with them, but yeah, I'm not expecting that to be a thing. Like, imagine exalting your items to an incubator and all the this like interesting stuff you could do with them, I think. But most likely it's just gonna toss you some random item, and that's it. Will a divination card incubator drop a div? Hey, wait! There was a div card post that I haven't seen, and it wasn't on the teaser list. So I need to check that after. Will a divination card incubator drop a divination card based on what area you are in the time? When a div card incubator spawns the card, it does so ignoring whether room up you are in the time. Oh, I guess rip all the people planning to have 15 million thousands div card incubators and running burial chambers. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Will incubation items stack? Will we have to micromanage incubators? Oh. Incubators are valuable rewards from Legion content. The div card with 500 that you have killed 500 monsters and you incubate it. A valuable random div card that absolutely is rated just like normal. If you say so. If GGG, if that's what makes you be able to sleep at night, I'll take it. Okay, we can go with that. We can have that on the press. It's fine. I'm gonna enjoy putting those div card incubators, and then whenever the incubator finishes, I just like, did I already complete it? And then I look at my items and see that the incubator is already gone. And it's like, I wonder what div card it dropped, because about 80% of div cards for most people is hidden in their filter. They don't even see the div cards drop. Oh goodness. So that I wonder if there's a way to tell when the incubator has worn off, because if not, that's actually really bad for the people who hide a lot of div cards. If they can't tell when their incubator goes off, so they're wasting monster kills not having something incubating, if that's the case. I think we're gonna need a new Q&A to answer that question. I hope there's some kind of indicator that it like tells you that it's like when it finishes. I told Noogie about this, and he will ask Chris one. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay. The number of kills regard to trigger one generally takes a handful of maps. You what? Have you increased the amount of monsters you need to kill? Because the 5k one is literally done in like 2 or 3 beyond underground seas. Well, double beyond. I mean, I guess for the average player, it's more maps, because not everyone is doing double beyond 4 sextant, red tier maps, obviously. Yeah. They do not stack for your items. So that basically just means you have to hold them in your inventory then. Okay. Thinking everyone does double beyond 5 sextant GGS. Hey, I was talking about 4. I think that's totally achievable. Yeah. I'm kinda. I mean, like, I'm not gonna be doing that. If I play Soul Self, but I'm not gonna be doing fucking double beyond 4 sextants. And I think it's still gonna be a problem with div card, like with incubators that have less than 5,000. Personally, if we can have one for every slot. Will incubator items work with worms and other free monsters? Nope, they only work with kills that grant experience items. Okay. Are incubator kills shared with your nearby party members? Yes, if you would gain experience from a kill, you'll get an incubator credit. Will there be an indication of how much time is left on the monolith? We plan to add a timer to make it clear how long is left before the effect ends. Okay, that doesn't exactly help with the issue if it's too long. But I guess it's a good. It's still good to have the timer regardless. Does the monolith effect always last for the same duration? Without actually even reading the answer, that's a no. Based on 2 different videos. In the trailer, it was 13 seconds, and I think in one of the website videos it was like 17 seconds, which is the one that Sis keeps referring to. But yeah, okay. It lasts for a bit longer in early game and slightly shorter in the late game. Okay. Now we just need to know what slightly means. Is it like nearby that has, depending on where it is, has 15 different meanings? Well, yeah. Okay. Are we making no damage pool Cyclone Dried Lake Rotas to fill incubators? Never mind, I'm gonna play in Trade League. We're gonna do that, dude. Okay. Okay. Again, that really doesn't answer any of the questions to the concerns, but Is it possible to free all Legion monsters before the effect wears off? It's possible for a sufficiently powerful build running into a set of monsters that are all spawned close together, but we don't think it'll be. We don't think it'll be likely early in the league. Note that you do actually have to deal enough damage to the monsters to break them out, so it's quite tricky to hit that many monsters that hard in that short a time. Despite this, I somehow suspect I'll be watching Twitch with a concerned look on my wait. Despite this, I somehow suspect I'll be watching Twitch with a concerned look on my face as someone manages to do exactly this, as it's not unusual for the community to exceed our expectations. Now, let me correct that. Despite this, I'm totally expecting I'll be watching Twitch with a Pikachu face, as most people manage to do exactly this, as it's extremely unusual for the community to completely destroy the content that you throw at us. I think that's the proper phrasing of that. That was my translation of that. But yeah, gonna be when I read this, I originally read this as, is it possible to start the fight before the effect wears off? But I can't read, and I realized it somewhere here that I wrote it. Okay. I mean, the thing is, like, when he's answering this question, but we don't necessarily have to free all. Like, okay, let's get the paint going again. So let's say that we have a very open map, right? We have a very open map here. Here's the thingy that we click. The totally not a breach. And then it spawns a bunch of monsters here, 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 and then a bunch of monsters here, here, you know, all down here. And based on the videos, let's say that's even 10 seconds. And if you have that crazy damage, say you have a reeve, you have a fucking screen wide reeve. I'm not sure why I'm talking about melee, but let's just say you have a screen wide reeve. You stand here, you get all of this in one tap. Then you go here, you get all of this in one tap. And maybe you missed like a monster here. So while this is technically not all monsters, you took like 95 or something percent of the monsters in like 2 seconds. I mean, we don't know like how far the monsters like keep spawning in the it's hard to say because we don't know how far it's actually gonna be. We have seen like some pictures which definitely look like it's gonna be, you know. I'm still a bit worried, but yeah, I guess we just have to wait and see how it'll play out. How do you break out Legion monsters with minions, totems, Stormbrands? These skills all work like normal and target the frozen monsters until you have dealt enough damage to them and they are broken out, at which point these skills target the next monsters like they normally would. Oh, so okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Nice. Does breaking an enemy out trigger on does breaking an enemy out trigger on kill effect? Generally speaking, we have tried where possible to have these on kill effects trigger. These have had to be added on a case-by-case basis, so we have hit the most popular ones first. There are several technicalities like corpse destruction effects not occurring because no corpse is destroyed. If we missed some cases, then we'll look into practicality of solving those post-release. Really? You're. I re I remember them Chris or like somewhere saying that they had the you know the idea and the base of the league early done. So the fact that like he even says that they might not have all of them done at the start of the league sounds crazy. Huh. I would have totally expected that all of them work. Thinking the league is complete at launch. Hey, I'm just going by their words, okay? I'm just believing. I'm just believing. Patch notes when? I just asked her. They'll be posted in the evening of Tuesday, June 4th, US time. Okay. If you missed it, we strongly recommend checking out the latest Payclass with Jonathan. Explains the comparative changes to melee combat system. The podcast is an hour long, but if you're short time, there's a highlight video here. You also recommend checking out. Okay. Now, deal cards. Divination cards. Don't worry, they'll fix it all for all the skills. People second month. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go. New divination cards in the POE Legion. Actually, I'm gonna try to guess what it is based on this. In Path of Exile Legion, we were adding 40 new div cards created by our supporters. We've already revealed 2 of them here, and 1 over the weekend. What is this? Oh wait, yeah, this is the yeah, okay. Today we are showcasing 6 more. Burning Blood. I have no idea. Oh, no, no. It says blood and burning, so it has to do something with the fucking breach amulet. Xop's blood? That's gonna be Xop's blood, okay. Echoes of Love is that's Fiddle the Spike. Okay. But there's okay, that's probably gonna be non-corrupted, it's just gonna be the amulet base, I would guess. But I think this is such a common unique, so this is we saw one of the double corruptions already, right? So my guess is that this is double corrupted Fiddle the Spike. Oh god, that was so close. That was so close, dude. I mean, I got the base right. I was wrong about it being corrupted. And I got the Fiddle the Spike right. Nice. I mean, that was easy. That was an easy one. Double corruption was a good guess. I mean, it doesn't make sense that you would have Fiddle the Spike without the corruption because it's such a common unique. And we already had a div card that has a double corruption, right? Okay. So, just tiny bit. Let's read the. I don't want to go too much. Okay. There's a place where up is down, where right is wrong, where pleasure is agony, and where the living wish only for death. Wait, is that like Australia? Like everything's upside down? I gave up my body for you. I gave up my name for you. And one day I shall give up my life for you. Okay. Okay. Go tiny bit down. Go tiny. Okay, that's where we stop. Oh yeah, I guess seeing the amount of cards is also good. Okay, Imperial Legacy. 1 out of 22. Imperial. Okay, this is not a Wind Reaper. We already have a Wind Reaper card. And I think if they had a corrupt version of that, doesn't make any sense on the 6-link. This is a base item. This is a Imperial Bow. It's 1 out of 22. That's gonna be a 6-link Imperial Bow. But is it gonna be Elder or Shape? Or like Touched? Would somebody make a 6-link Div card and not make it a Shaper or Elder? A lot of people have been playing... Okay, that's gonna be Elder influenced. That's gonna be Elder influenced 6-link Imperial card. Imperial Bow, and it's gonna be item level 100. Because 22 cards. That's my guess. The Archmage right hand. Okay, it's something to do with spellcasting because Archmage. Is there any unique wands? No, wait. Does it have to be a wand? No, that looks like a glove. The only okay. My guess is the no wait the fucking why okay nobody in their fucking right mind would ever make a Div card for a double corrupted the whatever the ES gloves that have spell crit. So that's okay. I'm just gonna say a very high item level Shaper. It's gonna be item level 85 wand. Item level 85 Shaper wand. Yeah, Voidbringer the club. But yeah, okay, I'm guessing that's gonna be 85 because of the non-chaos rolls. That's my guess. 6-link imp. Oh my god! Wait. No! Why aren't you Elder influenced? God damn it! that was close. Cliffic Prophecy Wand. Okay, I mean, well, it's a high item level. Okay. The Prophecy Wand, which is a T1 base for spell damage. Cliffic is that's a T2 spell damage, right? So basically, that's just a. Wait, is that T1? Is that T1 or T2? I think that's T2. Fuck, why can't I remember? I think that's a T2. Increased spell damage. Yo, why are you lagging, POEDB? That's either T1 or T2. Cliffic is... Where are you? Wait. Yeah, Cliffic is T2, so 70 to 74. T1 is Runic. Yeah, okay. But it's, yeah, that's basically just the high spell damage. Yeah, okay, makes sense. That's a good for these are pretty. I think Cliffic and Runic are pretty freaking rare boards. But that's like people want this for dot builds. It's my guess. Like something like ED or Bane or something like that. That's my guess. Because crafting it is pretty hard. Okay. A life lost, a legacy born. When grasping his hand, even an ordinary piece of wood can make the heavens tremble with. Okay. Let's go down. The Fool and the Vanity. Okay, that's a tabula rasa. That's one out of 9. That's the same thing. And that's in the tabula rasa div card, the okay, this looks like that's like basically drunk. You have the drunk tit here. This is either double corrupt. No way. That's no way it's a double corrupted because it's 1 in 9. I think they would make. I don't know. That's a corrupted tabula rasa, but I'm not sure if that's a double corrupted or a single corrupted. I wanna say it's double corrupted, but I don't think it's gonna be double corrupted because no, it's definitely not double corrupted. I think it's gonna be one. Yeah, parted it. That's a single corruption tabula rasa. And then the Fool, 1 out of 4. So you have a hat. Okay, this is definitely something to do with a hat. That reminds, that looks like the... Is that like an upgrade? That's either upgraded date bell or the prophecy for the date bell. Did I pronounce it right? You know, the flat physical damage helm. Oh. Oh. The Fool, Orb of Chance. Okay. I get it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Oh shit! I guess the vanity right. Nice. I'm so glad I didn't go for the double corruption. But yeah, that's basically the Fool because you think you're gonna get something out of your chance orbs. Yeah, makes sense. I like how there's no just nothing. It's just Shaco. Oh yeah, kind of looks like it. Even the most learned man is a fool to his own fate. What kind of what's my my thing? I got this totally correct. I got this totally correct. This was very close. The only thing I guessed wrong was that I said it's an elder influence, but it wasn't. This was basically, well, I guessed right that it was a high level wand. Obviously, I guessed 85 and Shaper influenced. So I think half a point. Okay, so this is 1 point. This is 1 point. I'd say this is like, so I got the base, I got the links, I got the item level. So I think that's like point. I'd say that's 0.75 because I got everything except. I got everything right except that it wasn't a influence like a elder. But three things was right. On this, well, I knew it. My guess was that it's a high level wand, but I said I was specific to level 85 because I wanted it to be Shaper. So I'd probably give myself like 0.25 from that. So I think that's like 1, 2, and then these two together would be like 3 points. I got this right all the way except it wasn't a corrupted. I think knowing the base alone is more points than knowing the corruption. But I don't know. I would give myself over half a point from this, but I don't know. And then this I was completely wrong. Huh. That's cool. Some pretty interesting stuff we went through, and then I feel like some non-answers and then some pretty good answers. And then the cliffhanger with the Winter Orb. 3 out of 5. 3.5 out of 6. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that. I'm happy with my guesses. With my guess. I wish I had done the guess from the TLDW card. So yeah, looks interesting. I wonder what today's news gonna be. I mean, I'm not gonna be seeing it because I'm gonna be sleeping at the time when it goes on, but we'll see that tomorrow. Yeah.